As the television platform for all things interpersonal, TLC's exploration of the human condition spans a vibrant spectrum in almost every continent. Covering everything from love to weight loss to weddings to podiatry, the cable network's broad topical reach has one guideline: to show people as they are. TLC has also long been a space for society's marginalized people. The cable network's evolving inclusion of the LGBTQ+ community isn't just important from a representative standpoint but one of enlightenment as well. With an agenda simply to showcase the universality of love and acceptance, there's a network of LGBTQ+ members to connect with and learn from on TLC. Tammy Slaton. One half of the 1000 LB sisters, Tammy Slaton is one of TLC's largest personalities. Reliant on oxygen and mostly wheelchair-bound, every step of Tammy's life is a journey. Between her flickering commitment to weight loss and weakened constitution, Tammy's physical, mental, and motivational issues are life-threatening. One thing Tammy doesn't struggle with is her sexuality. In a heartwarming moment between her and her ex-boyfriend Jerry, Tammy explains to him, and her sister Amy and her husband, that she's pansexual. Her admission and nuanced description of her sexual identity is met with acceptance and loving curiosity. Tammy's fearlessness over who she is and how she loves isn't just an important declaration of self but an inspiration to anyone struggling to share who they are. Stephanie Matto. A part of the first 90-day Fiancé. Before the 90 days relationship between two women, few have done more with their exposure than Matto. Her relationship with then-girlfriend Erica Owens fizzled after their first meeting, as Owens expected more affection from Matto, whose online persona was more promiscuous than she was in reality. Matto would then move to 90 Day Fiancé, the single life, proudly proclaiming her bisexuality and allowing viewers into her love life between men and women alike. Matto has segued her spotlight and sex positivity to financial success, launching an alternative to OnlyFans and infamously selling her own jarred farts. As shameless as she is steadfast, Matto's ethos is salient. Someone being comfortable with sexuality doesn't mean they owe anyone sex. Rosemary Vega. In February of 2020, Rosemary Vega was supplanted from the Philippines into the public consciousness. Painfully labeled Big Ed's best view, Rosemary was subjected to the tone-deaf demands and misogynism of 190 Day Fiancé's most unforgettable and defenseless characters. Questioning more than her intent, Big Ed took it upon himself to out her bisexuality without permission or contrition. Leaving Big Ed and his obliviousness behind, Vega has reclaimed her story and used it as a tool of empowerment. Having recently uploaded her coming-out story to her YouTube channel on June 10, 2022, Vega has used her platform to encourage others to live and share their truths without fear. Participating in the Project Headshot Clinic for Pride, Vega continues to use her spotlight to raise awareness and support for the LGBTQ+ community. Clinton Kelly. Clinton Kelly was an indelible part of TLC's approachability and programming for well over a decade. Kelly didn't just reinvent tired wardrobes with his sartorial expertise but rebuilt confidence in the lives of the women and men that came to him looking for guidance on what not to wear. Bouncing between channels and topics, though still rooted in reality, Kelly's presence is ubiquitous. For 20 years, Kelly has been an integral representative for gay men on television and has used his many platforms to not only charm viewers from every background but inspire a generation of LGBTQ+ fans to simply be themselves. Erica Owens. Unquestionably 90 Day Fiancé's most colorful character, Owens was the yin to Matos Yang. Usually dressed in vibrant black milk attire with equally fun hair and earrings, Owens' expressive wardrobe was a perfect example of the effervescent Australian. While Matos struggled to admit her feelings and intentions, Owens was anything but reticent about her past and proclivities. Coming clean as to why an American woman flew to Australia to see her, Owens emotionally comes out as bisexual to her parents. The relief Owens experiences as she's met with love and understanding is one of the purest moments in 90-day history and an objectively warm and important experience for anyone sharing that hesitation. Armando Rubio. Armando Rubio's story before becoming one half of 90 Day Fiancé's first gay couple is tragic. Married to a woman for 8 years and eventually separating after admitting his sexuality, Rubio's ex-wife and mother to his child, Hannah, would pass away in a car accident in which she attempted to run him off the road. He would later find love with American Kenny Niedermeyer in a Facebook group for gay fathers. Armando and Kenny's love has been trailblazing. Their kindness and compassion towards each other's struggles and fears stand head and shoulders over any other couple on the show. Kenny's guidance and familiarity is liberating for Armando, allowing their love and his truth to stand defiantly against the homophobia that continues to haunt his native Mexico. Randy Finoli. The heart and soul of Say Yes to the Dress, viewers have watched the inimitable Finoli curate and corral the bridal dreams of his customers for over a decade. A giant in the bridal world, Finoli's prominence is only second to his presence. Funny, sharp, and more than a little forthright, Finoli's charm, honesty, and expertise have endeared him to viewers of all identities. From Miss Gay America to the fashion director of Kleinfeld Bridal and into the pantheon of reality TV personalities, Finoli stands as an icon and inspiration for pride and self-expression. Kenny Niedermeyer. The elder half of Armando's happily ever after, Kenny Niedermeyer is one of 90 Day Fiancé's warmest personalities. Father of 4 and grandfather to 2, Kenny's place as a provider and guiding light is undeniable. Bonding with Armando over fatherhood, Kenny found the partner had been waiting for and freed Armando of his fears in the process. Kenny and Armando showcase that love is love better than anyone on TLC. Their story is about finding purpose in partnership and using it to enlighten the world. From fundraising and physically supporting orphan children living with HIV to Kenny sharing stories of the friends he's lost to the virus, his efforts to destigmatize an already marginalized community are far more important than any TV show. Jazz Jennings. While in the public eye since 2007, Jazz has been a TLC mainstay since 2015. Sharing her journey from being diagnosed with gender dysphoria as a 5-year-old through transitioning at 18 and traversing her pansexuality, Jazz transparency and documentation of her experiences growing up transgender make her one of the most important and groundbreaking personalities on TLC. By sharing her story, Jazz has provided comfort and kinship to more transgender youths than she'll ever know. Author, activist, and ally. Jennings is not only fearlessly committed to being herself but providing guidance for anyone struggling to become who they know they are. Dr. Bradley Sheffer. Now operating out of Manhattan, Dr. Bradley Sheffer is the East Coast anchor of TLC's My Feet Are Killing Me. Shocking everyone but the people actually in his life, Dr. Brad took this Pride Month to share his story. Coming out publicly in a moving piece by Today, he chose to share his personal journey in an act of solidarity with others struggling to do the same. Handsome, funny, and more than a little fluent in bro, Dr. Brad is one of TLC's most broadly likable and disarming personalities. He's so likable, in fact, that quite a few of the women that came into his center for podiatry were there for the man himself as much as his corrective services. Dr. Brad is simply a doctor just as a gay man is simply a man. If anyone is capable of hammering that through the thick skull of homophobia, it's him.